Has your family ever bothered you over baby names? My entire family convinced me to name my son David by telling me it was a sacred family tradition. I found out at his first birthday party they'd been lying for 9 months. When I got pregnant, I was set on naming my son Oliver. I'd loved that name since I was a teenager, but the moment I announced it, my family erupted. "You can't use that name," my grandmother said, her face going pale. "It's forbidden in our family." "Forbidden?" I laughed. "What are you talking about?" My mother sat me down with this serious expression. "Honey, there's something we never told you. Every firstborn son in our family must be named David. It goes back 5 generations. "That's ridiculous," I said. "Your great-great-grandfather made a deathbed promise," my aunt chimed in. "If we break the tradition, terrible things happen to the family." They started showing me old family photos. Sure enough, every oldest son was named David. My grandfather David, my great-uncle David, my second cousin David. "Why didn't you tell me this before?" I asked. "We hoped you'd have a girl first," my mother admitted. "But now, you have to respect the tradition." For weeks, they wore me down. Guilt trips about dishonoring our ancestors. Stories about the one relative who supposedly broke tradition and died young. Even my husband started believing it. "Maybe we should just consider it," he said one night. "I mean, if it's really that important to your family." I caved. Against every instinct, I named my son David. The entire pregnancy felt wrong. Every time someone asked about names and I said David, it felt like I was lying. But my family was so pleased. They threw an elaborate baby shower, bought personalized David blankets and clothes. David was born healthy and beautiful. But every time I looked at him, I felt this disconnect. He didn't look like a David to me. He looked like my Oliver. His first birthday party was at my parents' house. The whole extended family came. Everyone was cooing over little David when my cousin Emma pulled me aside. "I need to tell you something," she whispered, looking nervous. "About the David tradition." "What about it? It's not real." I stared at her. "What do you mean, not real? Your mom made it up. The whole thing. The deathbed promise, the family curse, all of it." My blood went cold. "That's impossible." I saw the photos, all those Davids. Emma looked around, then pulled out her phone. "I got curious after your baby shower and did some research." Look, she showed me the real family records she'd found online. Birth certificates, census data, immigration documents. My great-great-grandfather's name was Giuseppe, not David. His son was Antonio. My grandfather wasn't David either. He was Robert, but everyone called him Bobby. "The photos were doctored," Emma explained. "I found the originals in my mom's basement. They used photo editing to change the names on the birth announcements." I felt sick. Why would they do this? "Your mom was obsessed with your ex-boyfriend David from college. She always said you should have married him instead of Tom. She thought if you named your son David, you'd think of him every day and realize what you'd lost." The room started spinning. My entire family had orchestrated an elaborate lie to manipulate my child's name because my mother was still hung up on my college boyfriend from 8 years ago. I confronted my mother right there at the party, in front of everyone. "Mom, I know about the fake tradition." Her face crumbled instantly. She didn't even try to deny it. "I just thought David was such a good man. If you named your son after him, maybe you'd remember what real love felt like." "You made me name my child after my ex-boyfriend?" I was shouting now. "You fabricated an entire family history?" My father looked shocked. "What tradition? Honey, what is she talking about?" That's when I realized he hadn't even been in on it. Just my mother, grandmother, and aunt. 3 women who'd spent months creating fake documents and manipulating photos because they disapproved of my husband. The party imploded. Half the family had no idea what was happening. The other half was scrambling to defend the lie they'd helped maintain. I took David, though calling him that felt wrong, and left immediately. We legally changed his name to Oliver the next week. It cost $350 and 3 trips to the courthouse, but it was worth it. The moment the clerk handed me the new birth certificate, I felt this weight lift off my shoulders. My mother still sends birthday cards addressed to David. I returned them unopened. My son is 2 now. He responds to Oliver, babbles and laughs, completely unaware that 3 women tried to steal his identity before he could even walk. I named my daughter Luna last year. Guess what traditional family name they wanted for her? Sarah, after my college roommate who my mother thought was such a good influence.